Hollow Palm Technique is a deck stacking strategy in which you must be unencumbered, meaning that you not only do not have a weapon, but you do not have a shield, quiver, or gloves. I developed this build, you'll see I use Scion as a reason for that. This build can also be done with a Slayer. This build has also been done as a Raider. However, you'll find, I got a little bit of lag here, but you'll find that this build generally can clear bosses just fine. This is the Enslaver. There's map mods on the side. And it's a very fun build. It's got great clear. It's not the best area of effect, but still very much effective. And Maven, Witness, and Slaver goes down like nothing. Regular tier 16 map bosses really go down like nothing. You can just stand there and tank it. You'll find, as I show you, this is not a high armor build, but it does have a lot of leech. Abyss boss, Yuleman. No problem at all. Purifier, no problem. You can even tank his attacks there on the ground. If you run into a big clump of Harbingers on a tier 16, no problem. I like to add Harbingers to my Atlas, so try to get Mirror Shard, you know, someday. Even post-endgame content, here's the Twisted. Because of your Leech, and because of your Evasion, and we do have pretty decent spell suppression, I believe it's about 70%, we can sustain ourselves just fine. It's a nice balance between attack damage and defense and health sustain. Other Hollow Palm builds may be able to take down people quicker, but this one just feels comfortable, because you can just kind of tank in most cases. Pretty much can clear all content. This relies on a brutal restraint. This converts everything within this radius, where we get additional dexterity to let us hit over 1100 dex. You want to be over 1100. Not a lot of chaos resist. I'll go over that later. Now we grab these nodes here because we're not grabbing Mage Bane, and so we want to up our spell suppression without the use of Mage Bane. This allows us to retain our evasion rating and not even bother converting it to armor. We get some Maim and Blind chance. I grab these melee and attack stacking nodes for cluster. Of course, Hollow Palm Technique, extra life, extra leech, high leech. Precise technique we use. Since we don't need to crit, this allows us a big clump of extra damage because our accuracy rating is so high. When it comes to the Watcher's Eye, this is how I get my Impale, because I'm not using Impale support and I'm not grabbing a lot of the Impale nodes that are a little bit far away from the tree. Our flasks are mostly used for additional defenses. Garokan's Fight gives us a huge amount of life because of our decks. We're using Pride and Vulnerability, as you can see. I'm using it with a Blasphemy setup. Another option, of course, would be to use it on your ring. Vulnerability on hit could be done as well. This would also potentially allow us to get Blood and Sand for more melee damage. We're applying Poacher's Mark using the Mark on hit support. And then this one uses Rage support and Berserk. Again, you can use Blood and Sand if you prefer, but with Berserk, when you go to a boss, it's really nice. I'm level 92. If you can get to level 96, you want to come and grab these extra Rage nodes. The reason I picked Scion was so I could be a Juggernaut that cannot be stunned or chilled and has even more accuracy rating, a way to get endurance charges easily and to grab these nodes over here. And then, of course, Raider for that extra spell suppression boost and an easy way to get Onslaught. Again, no armor at all. With our flask, we get a tiny bit, but mostly evasion-based. Because the Chaos Resist is so bad, I wanted to demo Al-Hezman, who is probably the hardest fight when your Chaos Resist sucks. But because of our Leech, you can see we can still clear Al-Hezman okay.